Good morning, traders, and welcome to Trading Waves Weekly Outlook, where we'll be looking at the instruments, how they perform the past few weeks, and what do we expect going forward. Right, guys, so please do take note. Everything that we are sharing here is just for learning purpose and also for paper trading. So it's not a financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Right, so guys, before we can move forward, everybody have been inquiring about Victor. So Victor is there, guys. We will be having our live course. It's going to be a 10-day live course that is hosted online. It will be hosted by Victor himself. So if you are interested in joining or learning the Elliott wave the right way, you can just go there online and book yourself a seat there. It will be starting on the 5th of December. Like I've said it will be hosted by Victor and myself as well. Right, so it is a month of Black Friday, so November. So we've decided to give you guys a special for the whole of November that you can get up to like 50% off on our courses. We've got a lifetime membership where you get to pay once off fee, and then you never pay every single cent. Every time we're having some new updates, you get access to those. So please take note that one will be going away. This is going to be the last 2 months where we have that option to purchase the lifetime. So you might want to take advantage of that. As for we will be launching our Discord channel. So Discord channel won't be limited to our members only. If you are trading something different, you could be trading your supply and demand, your quasi-model, your price action, your trend lines. But if you do want access to our Discord, you will have access to that. Just maybe to have a third eye that is watching the market over you, just to see if our wave count will be in line with your supply and demand levels. So we will be launching that one. It will be open to everyone, obviously with just a small fee. All right, so let's get started, guys. So if you wish to contact us, you can always go to our YouTube page, which is Trading Waves. So this is our YouTube page here. So below our weekly outlooks here, we've got our contact details. So if you wish to contact us, you can just go there. We've got our WhatsApp numbers. We can be reached via WhatsApp, myself and Victor. We've also got our email if you've got any inquiries regarding our services, and you can also join our free Telegram channel, of which we do post a lot of content there, free content, obviously, and any updates that are regarding the company, you will find it there. So we've also got our social media pages where you can follow us, especially on Twitter and also on Facebook. All right. So we've got quite a lot to cover today. So let's have a look at how did the market perform in the past few weeks and what do we expect going forward. If you have been hopping in, yeah, just to check these weekly outlooks, you should definitely have made some money because everything that we have been discussing in the past few weeks has played out. Almost like 95% of the charts that we've spoken about here, they have played out. I'm going to be sharing you guys some few that played out well here, but like I've said, there are too many. But I've just picked a few of those that played out. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the Australian US dollar. So remember, our US dollar, the past few weeks I've been talking about this year that we are looking for a move to the upside. But before that, maybe you should understand where is this coming from. You can refer to the videos. We've been talking about the DXY, that the DXY will give us a drop to the downside. Obviously, we were expecting that the US dollar pairs are going to eventually make a move higher. So our US dollar on the 18th of October, we expected that this was going to drop to the downside here. But structurally, we're simply looking for this ending diagonal to come to an end. Then we're expecting to see that move to the up side. Now you'll see that on the next slide here, you will see that our US dollar has already made a move about 245 pips. We got a drop to the downside that we were looking for. Now we are already up 245 pips. You will do the counting of the pips, guys. Like I will also, when I go to the charts, I will also go to some of those that did not play out. So I'm just showing the few of those that played out here. There are plenty of them, and like I've said, I won't be able to cover all of them. All right, so New Zealand US dollar, obviously, it's a sister pair to our US dollar here. We're simply looking at this to have ended this wave 4 here. We're looking at this to be the last fifth wave and expecting to see a move to the up side. Now, you will see that that has already made a move about 230 pips, move to the upside, still expecting for a move to the higher, but we'll see that when we get to the chart update. Right, so the next one here was pound yen. So pound yen here, as much as we are in a corrective year, spoke to our members that we are expecting that we should be seeing at least a three-wave move to the upside here before we can expect a drop. Obviously, we are looking at this, but for now, we are still in this move here. This is what we wanted to see, making a move to the up side. You'll see that your pound yen has made about 408 pips move to the upside. That's a very big move, especially if you are intraday trading. Yeah, just not even a pip lower. Yeah, exactly from where we expected this to make a move to the upside, it has moved about the 408 pips. Your chief yen, I've showed you this one before. Remember that we are swing traders most of the time, so we do accommodate intraday trading as well, but we are strongly in the swing move. So chief yen, we were somewhere around this area here. Obviously, this chart might be a bit older here, but we were expecting that against this 149.845 area here, we were going to see the move to the up side. Now, if you look at the chief yen here, it has already moved about 1,600 pips just from here to around this area here. Obviously, it was a move that required patience, but this looks set and done here. But we've already gotten about that 1,600 pips. Now the expectation going forward will be for that bearish move to the down side. Apologies with that one, guys. Right, so let's move on here and let's have a look at the next one here. Your euro outing, I've posted this one as a chart of the week that week before. So if you did hop into this one here, and then you would have, and if you also paid attention to what these week outlooks, you would have been able to make something out of this chart. We're simply looking for this one to be a three-wave move structure into the blue box, and the expectation was for this one to drop lower. So you'll see that this has already dropped about 389 pips to the downside, and with your Australian US dollar expecting to see a bullish move, so this should be supported with more bearish move to the downside. So if you did get into this one here, you have made something out of that chart. Right, so the next one was Pound Chief. If you paid too much attention, yeah, on a Pound Chief, I even laughed at this one in the past few weeks because this was just a simple, straightforward move that was expected here. So we're looking at this just to complete this through move structure here and expecting to see a move to the up side. You will see that this has rallied from the blue box and it has already made about 352 pips. I've been saying this, that the pound pairs are gonna give us something out here. So this is a start on a pound chief. Already we are up about 352 pips from the blue box, and the expectation is still for this one to make a move higher. Guess what? I should have just showed you this video here where I was explaining with our members during the live market analysis in the mornings before London Open, where I said, as much as we're taking the blue box, let's wait for this. It will dip in below, deep inside the blue box before we can attempt to look for that move to the upside. Pinpointed right at the bottom here, and this is already up 152 pips. Right, so the next one here was Pound Cat. If you've paid attention to this one here, you should have made something out of this chart. There's even a video that I made just dedicated on this instrument alone because I was seeing a very big move, a move to the up side before we can expect a drop. So the expectation was simply for this one to give us a move to the upside. Forget about this drop. For now, we're just focusing on this move a year before we can look for the draw. But you go and to the videos here. There's just a pound cat video where I explain this in detail. What do we expect? We are looking at about 4,000 pips move that is coming here, so you want to be part of that. Now that 4,000 pip move, it has already started to move because we've already made about 400 pips move to the upside here. Now it's a matter of where to from here. But like I've said, we've already made this move here to the upside. I was speaking to our members that whatever we do here, we just focus on this move to the upside before we can start to entertain this drop. Like I've said, it has moved about 401 pips. Move here, we will see what's next. But again, go to that video and then you'll see a detailed view of pound cat. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys, and also like our videos if you like our content. Right, so Audi Chief, this was just a three-wave move structure that we're looking for here. So we're simply looking for this one to complete a three-wave move structure and expecting that this was going to make a move to the upper side. Now you see that this came exactly into the area of a blue box here. It might have been an extended C wave, but it was kept within the area of a blue box. This has already made about 245 pips move to the upper side, and we're still expecting to see more bullish move. The indices, I've been singing this one here, that the indices are going to make a move to the upper side. A simple three-wave move structure into the blue box. What do we expect after that? A move to the upper side. You would see that your Nasdaq, I'm not even going to go through all the indices. You will see that they've all had the same setup. We're having this blue box trade setup. So this has already made about 974 pips, and this looks very strong. So the expectation will be for this one to make a move to the upper side. Let's have a look at your Bitcoin here. Bitcoin, spoken about this one several times. You can also go to the channel video where you will see where I explained our view on a Bitcoin and what do we expect going forward. Bitcoin simply three-wave move structure. I was looking for here for this one against this swing low here. I was expecting to see this move to the upside. What a very low risk. And if you look at this here now, this has already made about a $9,400 move just from around this area of a blue box a year, and we still expecting that this is going to make a move to the upside. But this is a very big move a year with a very low risk. So this is always explained to our members during the live market analysis before London Open what we expect. So you would want us definitely to be your third eye in the market. Ethereum, the same thing here. We're just simply looking for this one to make a move to the upside. We're just against this swing low here, expecting that this should continue with the move to the upside. Now you'll see that on the next slide, this has made about $344 move on Ethereum here. The expectation is for this one to still continue with the move to the upside. Like I've said it, we are strongly when it comes to the swing trades. NIFTY, we've spoken about this one if you've been paying attention, that we wanted to see this get into the blue box, went there, and we said this was ready for a big move to the upside. Yeah, you'll see that Nifty since then, your Nifty has made a very big move to the upside, about 3,304 points a year. This is a very big move to the upside. But like I've said, there are too many instruments that I could be sharing here. But let's jump into the market and let's see what we expect going forward in the next coming week. Right, let's jump into this here, the market. Let's have a look at the DXY. So let's have a look at the DXY here. But like I've said it, if you've been paying attention on our DXY, we've spoken about this one here, that it was going to drop. I was reading one of the comment. Somebody was saying that it is a bit funny how I'm expecting the DXY. I hope you have not caught on the wrong side of the market when we saw this move. Yeah, I still favor that this is going to drop. A simple textbook move that we are looking at. Drop to the downside, expanding fair collective structure here, and we've been looking for this one to drop. So even today, I'm still expecting that this is going to drop to the downside. This could be the start of the move that is going to be related on that DXY. So just want to see this one continuing with that bearish move to the downside on that DXY. That is our view going forward. Now, Euro US dollar, the same thing here. Even our members here, they were surprised that how was I able to spot this move. I'll show you on the daily on a 1 hourly time frame. But last week, I did mention to you guys that we are not looking anything other than just this expanding Fed corrective structure and then the move to the upside. Obviously, we are starting very correctively here. Now, guess what? The market does that on purpose just to trick everybody here. So I still expect that this is going to continue with the move to the upside, especially if this swing low keeps on holding. I got some few calls and some few texts that members were asking me how is it I was able to spot this here. these move, because a lot of people were expecting this. Oh, this is a three-wave move. This was going to drop. But like I've said it, in our members, not even on our members, just look no further than last week's weekly outlook, where we expected that this was going to give us a big drop, a big move to the up side. So just refer just on the weekly outlook there. So we still expect that this should still continue with the move to the up side. Right, so your pound US dollar, the same thing here. A lot of people were caught off guard with this move here, but I've been explaining this one for a couple of times that pound US dollar, it should make a move to the upside. Three-wave move higher here, move to the downside here, and then this should have been a move. I was simply looking for this one to make a move to the upside. At least we should be seeing this one bouncing in a three-wave move structure if the intention is to correct this cycle from these lows to these highs here. But for now, my focus is for this one, that it should continue with the move to the up side. Right, so let's have a look at your US dollar chief. Spoken about this one, that we are looking at this one to drop to the down side. Yeah, these two have been an A, B, C. So we are still there. Made a 5-wave move to a downside, expanding flat corrective structures are wave B, drop to the downside, it has corrected for a wave 2. Now the expectation is that this should still drop to the downside before we can even entertain that move to the up side. So every time this pulls back, we're simply looking for more move to the down side. As explained, our US dollar showed you there. We've been looking for this ending diagonal. Like I've said it again, you can refer to last week. So we've been looking at this here, that it should eventually make a move to the upside. So every time now this continues with a move, or if you do get this pullback, we're simply looking for this one to continue with the move to the upside. How far should it go? We're simply looking for this. Then we can look for the bearish move to the down side. Right, so New Zealand US dollar obviously being a sister pair, which is positively correlated. The same thing that we saw here last week. You can just, I'm not even gonna go into detail. Yeah, we're simply looking for this one from these lows that it should make a move to the upside. But take off this high here, pull back in a three-wave move. We're simply looking for this move to the upside, obviously against that swing low. Structurally, we are simply looking for this one to have made a move to the upside. Three-wave move corrective structure here. Now we should see a move that is going to be related to this one. A simple A, your wave B here, and we're looking for the wave C. Now that's what we are looking for going forward on your New Zealand US dollar. Now US dollar CAD, we've been looking for this one to pull back this week to drop lower. Obviously, we have been looking at this one from these lows here to have made a move to the upside, this being your wave 1 here. We are simply looking for this one to be a three-wave move structure like this, and then a continuation higher. But then correlation wise, you would expect that if your DXY, it is ready for a drop, because the DXY made a structure like this, if it's ready for this drop, you gotta be careful. I did try to look into this here, what could cause this one to drop, and it could just be something like this: drop to the downside here, a three-wave move to the upside, expanding flat corrective structure, instead of this pulling back in a three-wave move like this and then making a move to the upside. This could just drop in a 5-wave move here, only to find out that this is not done, and then maybe come below this point before a move to the upside. That is just based on a correlation, since the DXY is expected to drop. So be mindful with that one on your US dollar CAD. But let's see if you do get this one here, somewhere around this area here, to give you this three-wave move structure, whether this is an A, wave B here, we will be looking to short this wave C, trying to position ourselves. If this says this is not an A, B, C, so it's a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a wave 5, at least we are in that move. Right, so US dollar JPY made a move to the upside there. Nicely thing that we're seeing here, a very impulsively move again, made a move to the upside, and then just drop impulsively here. So I will be looking at this, that it should continue with a bearish move to the downside. Let me see here, weekly time frame. How did this close? Very nice, bearish pin bar candle here. So this could be it. This could be a start of a drop to the downside, supported by your DXY, that it is dropping. So you would be expecting that your US dollar JPY might also start to drop to the down side. So more confirmation is needed here, especially if it can still drop more lower. At least come and take out these lows here, then a pull back in a three-wave move or 3711 swing. Then we're gonna be looking for more bearish move to the downside. We're simply waiting for an indicator to confirm to us if this is ready for a move. Pound yen, I showed you this one here, that we expect expecting to see this one here to complete a three-wave move structure, this to have dropped a year, and then this to be a three-wave move a year. Obviously, I wouldn't want to see this high being taken out. If it gets to take that high out, then that means it's a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4, and a 5 before it can drop. But for now, I'm still liking the idea that this is already done with the move to the upside, and then should not break beyond this point here, and then eventually start to give us this drop lower. Especially if your gold starts to make a move to the upside, you will be expected that the yen pairs will eventually drop. And let's have a look at your Euro JPY. Still looking at this one here to complete the last leg to the upside here. This to be a three-wave move structure. I'm just focusing on the last leg, just looking for this one more leg up here. Then this must start to give us a drop. We do not have to try and pick this higher here. Wait for this, make a move to the upside, have a confirmation. Once we get that confirmation, that's when we can look for a short move to the down side. Right, so your chief yen, I've showed you this one that I would love the idea for this one to drop lower from where it is here. I'm looking for this one. I don't want to see this swing high being taken out. A take off this swing high here might mean more bullish move before we can expect to see a drop lower. Right, so I'm just going through these here because I've covered most of them in the trade recaps. CAD yen made a drop to the downside. This looks like a flat corrective structure formation here, so we will be expecting to see this one that it should drop to the down side. But again, just be mindful structurally. This matter is three-wave move high here, and then this just becomes a three-wave move lower. It can even be a running flat corrective structure here. If that's going to be the case, then we're going to be seeing a very big move to the up side. But I prefer that at least if we do trade this one to the downside, just look for an equal legs to this, just this here, because this looks like going to be a three-wave move structure like this here. And then just look for this to be a three-wave move drop with the possibility that it might even come somewhere around this area here, and then you have this as an expanding flat corrective structure and then move to the upside. Other than that, my initial view is for this one to drop all the way to the down side. Now, talking about New Zealand yen and Audi yen, these are the two yen pairs that we did not get them right. Remember, last week I was expecting that this was going to drop. A three-wave move to the upside here, and then this drop and come at least somewhere around this area here. I was expecting this to drop lower here before the move to the upside, but now it looks like we are having this one to be a regular flat corrective structure here. So with this move here, this looks like it is done. Three-wave move pullback that we see here, we're simply looking for a bullish move to the upside, though this should be supported. If you get your New Zealand US dollar to still continue with that move to the upside, NZD based pairs, including your NZD JPY, it will be supported that it keep on making that move to the up side. That will be the same as well with your Audi yen here. I was expecting last week that this might drop to the downside. I think of the two instruments that we got wrong here, these are the two, your Audi yen and your New Zealand yen. But I always speak about that correlation, that your Audi, what will happen is your DXY will control what is expected on the major pairs. Okay, the DXY was expected to drop to the downside. Your Audi US dollar obviously will be expected that it make a move to the upside. When your Audi US dollar make a move to the upside, Audi based pairs, they are going to push to the upside as well. So that's why we saw this one here eventually taking this high and invalidating the view. So when that happened, we were already aware that it is very likely that we get this one to be invalidated here, because we were looking at this one that it should drop. Remember, at least to come to somewhere around this area here before we see a move to the upside. Like I've said it, we are humans just like everybody, and we're just using TA to see what is expected in the market. Unfortunately, we will get some wrong, and this is one. These are one of those. Euro Audi, can't say much on this one here. We saw that, like I've spoken about this one several weeks, that we are going to see a move to the downside. And like I've said it, the least that we can see, because somebody could even be looking at it this way here, that it is forming a WXY, this being your three-way move, a W. X here, and then this just becomes your wave Y. At least it must come somewhere around this area here. That will be your first target. Then we can expect to see a move to the upside. I don't favor it for that move. I'm favoring that this should just still continue with the drop to the downside like this on a Euro Audi. But obviously, since we are looking at the structure, remember there is a video that I made. I think I was talking about gold, where I did explain that the Elliott wave is all about a structure identification, not the labeling. The labeling is just the last thing here. So what makes you money is identifying the structure. So hence I'm saying that this could just be a structure here, three-wave move up here, and then this becomes a three-wave move, and then yeah, this just makes a move to the upside. Obviously, if you are in love with your wave count, then even when when the market is telling you that I'm at a structural level, it's time for me to make a move the other way around, you're still gonna be holding on to this here, and only to find out that some people have got a stop loss around this here, and then the market eventually come back and hit you in a break even. So structure identification comes first before the labeling. Euro New Zealand, I should have shown you this one here. We were expecting it to drop lower here. Obviously, it has dropped about 400 pips to the down side. That was in line with your Euro Audi there. So we've been looking at this one to have made a drop to the downside here. Obviously, made an ABC that might be a bit with a C wave extended here, but we wanted to see this one dropping. At least it must drop something like this as a three-wave move structure. But other than that, I expect that this should still drop to the downside. Now that this has started to drop, you're simply looking for this three-way move pullback against this swing high here. Then we're just looking for a short move to that down side. Your euro CAD, why am I jumping to euro pound? I need to speak about euro CAD because I did not get that one right. EuroCAD. I did not get this one right here. So if you remember last week, I was expecting that EuroCAD was still going to drop to the down side here, but it has already extended. Structurally, I was simply looking at this one to have dropped impulsively here, and then this one to have been in wave B. This being your wave A here, wave B. I was simply looking for this one to be a 1, 2, 3, and then it came to the territory of a wave 1. I was expecting maybe this to be an ending diagonal, but this has already extending to the upside here. So two things going forward, that we might have this one, maybe this being our wave A here, three-wave move to a downside here, and then this to be a three-wave move up here, and then we form. It could be a running flat, could be an expanding flat, maybe take these highs here, one more leg lower here, and then we see this move to the upper side structure, and then this becomes your A here, wave B as a flat corrective structure, then this to be our wave C before we can see a move to the upside. On the other hand, we can't run away from this possibility that this is an A here, wave B here, and then this could have just completed the wave C, not getting to the equal legs, and then this is the start of a move to the upside. This being your 1, 2 here, could be a wave 1 and 1, 2 here, and then this just continues with that move to the upper side. We have to put that into consideration as well. Your Euro Chief, I was expecting this one to drop from last week here, even though I did mention that there is a possibility that Euro Chief might still bounce from around this area here, and then maybe give us like this, move to the upside, drop lower here, move to the upside, come and take this high before we can expect this one to drop. That was just structurally that we looked at. But again, pay attention to this. This could have just dropped in a leading diagonal here. Three-wave move, 1, 2, 3 here, wave 4 here, and then this to be wave 5. So this could not really leading diagonal, but this could be our wave A here. So there is a possibility that this might come and take this high here, pull back in this three-wave move, and then before it can drop lower, this being your A here, your wave B here, and then this to be your wave C. Maybe that's when we can start to look for the big one to the upside. Obviously, if you do not understand where is this coming from, it's going to be difficult for you to understand this. But this is just a structure that we might be having here. This should be an A, B, C, especially if it break this high. If it break this high here, and then the next one, before we can talk about this flat corrective structure here, the next one will be this one, A here, this being a three-wave move, wave B, then we'll still get this one to drop lower on your Euro Chief. Euro pound, if you've been paying attention to this one, I spoke about this one here, that it could be done and it might be paving a way to the down side. This to have been a structure like this. We were looking at this, like I've said it in a weekly stream, that just look for this. If it breaks up below this here, look for this through a pullback, and then look for a continuation lower. Now it looks like it is going to be the case here because it has started to give us a drop to the down side. The pound pairs here, pound Audi. I made a video on this one here that there's a very big move that is coming here. Obviously, on the video, I'm showing you that this is going to make a move to the upside before we can expect a drop. Well, that move to the upside, I must say, it can still happen. It's just that it might not be that deep anymore, because this made an impulsively move. Would it be done here? Yeah, it could. Then this just drop lower like this and then make a move to the upside. Unfortunately, if it just dropped from here, then this is going to be a miss move. But there is a big one that is going to be coming around this area here for this big move to the upside. But for now, just be mindful here. This might have dropped here. Might not be a surprise that you get this one, hit this swing low here, and then we still get this one to make a structure like this, and then a drop lower before we can expect to see a move to the upside. Simply failed corrective structure there in the connector. Simply A, your wave B here, and then this to be your wave C. Then the big one to the upside is going to be that move. Right, so like I said it, the pound pairs are giving us something juicy. Now they've already started. Okay, they have already started. We've seen with the pound chief, pound CAD might be next year. Pound New Zealand. If you are patient enough, something big is coming here. Let me just take it from the lows, just to show you why am I saying this. From these lows here, this made a nice three-wave move the upside here. Three-wave move the upside here. Now what are we doing here? Simply through a motive structure. That will mean you're going to be looking for that big move to the upside. But this is still very tradable. From here to here, this is about 400 pips. We are still looking at this to drop at least another 600 pips to the downside before we can speak about this big move here. So this is still tradable to the downside. But structurally, that's what we are looking for on your pound New Zealand. That this should just drop lower here in that three-wave move. So every time this pulls back here, you're simply looking for this. Then you take it to the down side. Right, so pound cat, pound chief rather, has been my favorite one here, and I've said it a couple of times. Something big is coming here. Yeah, we've had a move to the upside from these lows here. Now we've completed this three-wave move lower, three-wave move up here, three-wave move lower. It's time for this move to the upside. Now get this one here, come around this area here, this high V-shaped pattern here, through a pullback. We're simply looking to take it to the upper side. That V-shaped pattern, I remember they know it's very important for me because it's just a trend reversal confirmation. If you hear Elliott wave traders say it's an impasse and an impasse, you must know that they are referring to a trend reversal, because most of the time you're gonna have an impulse correction and then an impulse. Now, if you get an impulse and all of a sudden you get an impulse, then they are referring to this V shape here. Now get this one to around these highs here, and like I've said it, pull back. Then you're gonna be looking for the continuation move to the upside. A very big one that we are expecting on your pound chief. Pound CAD again. Go back to that video. I challenge you. Go there if you are looking for this about plus 4,000 pips move that we are expecting here. Go to that video. Simply here, if you are familiar with this, made a move to the downside in a three-way move. We're looking for a three-way move up here. We're simply looking for this one to drop in a three-way move. A simply W wave X here, this to be our wave Y, then we can look for that move to the upper side. But like I've said it, watch that video. It's very detailed. Right, so of the cross pairs, I'm not going to go through them. I just want to go through, but the cross pairs are looking very good, I must say. Audi Cat, spoken about this one. I even like to show you this on a daily time frame. We made a move to the upside here from these lows. We made a move to the upside here, and then this would have been a three-wave move pullback. Now, this looks set for a big move to the upside. Watch out for Audi Cat for a big move to the upside here. I hardly cover it, but I think I've shown you before. New Zealand Cat, the same thing here on a daily time frame, made it impulsively move to the upside, has corrected here. We're simply looking for this move to the upside here. So watch out for those two cross pairs. They might be looking interesting, but watch out for those ones there. Now let's have a look at gold. Gold here, again, I've made a video that explains what could trigger gold to make a move to the upside from where it is here. But then just looking at the structure here, we have been looking at this to have been a trend reversal to the upside here, made a move to the upside here on gold. Now we are simply looking for this. Can it give us this deeper pullback? If it does that, then we're going to be looking for the long move to the upside on gold. But other than that, the corrections might be a bit shallow there. If you look at this, This looks like a running flat corrective structure here. So like I've said it, structure identification is important when it comes to the wave here. So this could be it here. I'm even repeating myself. I did share the video where we could have this one to have been a running flat corrective structure, and if it does not come below this point here, then gold is going to be expected to continue higher like that. Talking about that, if you look at this on the weekly time frame, inside bar has formed a year. Now, an inside bar formation is always calling for a continuation higher. Now, this is happening on the weekly time frame. We've got this inside bar here, so that could be an indication for a move higher. But again, be mindful because this has got the long week here, so might not be a surprise. Market open, feel that week, drop more lower here, and then maybe obviously pull back as expected here, drop more lower, drop more lower here. If this does happen, go and watch out for the low and look at the video for gold. That will mean something will be cooking in November. That will give us a very big move to the upside in December. Obviously, I'm being too ahead of myself now, but I just know this theory of gold running during December. But let's see if it does not take out this high, then still drop a year for the next 3 weeks coming. Then we will be setting up for a very big move to the upside. Right, so silver, on the other hand, here I'm looking at this one here that it should still drop lower here. It would be nice, obviously, to have this one to give us a structure like this. Made a move to the upside here on silver, made a move to the upside. We've dropped this one in a three-wave move, a move to the upside. I simply wanted this to play out this three-wave structure here. If this can drop one more leg lower here, that would be a nice setup here. This being your W, your wave X here, and then this to be a three-wave move completing the wave Y. Then that would be a big one to the up side on silver. Right, so let's have a look at platinum. This looks done as well here. So we have been looking at this last week. I was looking at this that it was going to drop in a structure like this here, and maybe it's ending diagonal, but this looks like it is done here. It might just make a move to the upside from here, so this might be done here on a silver, and then it just continues with the move to the upside. Brent crude oil, I should have shown you this one, to be honest. Yeah, we had a very nice blue box around this area here. Let me show you this. Let me show you this here on a Brent crude oil. So we had this blue box here, and we have been looking at this that it should drop for a move to the downside. Obviously, now I'm getting into detail. We've looked at this one here to have dropped, made a three-way move, pull back into the blue box. We're shorting this for a move to the downside. As much as I've got it this way, yeah, be careful. This might get around this area here, and then it just make a move to the upper side. So if you want to know why will that be the case, you can look to join in the members area. But that's what we have been explaining to our members, to be just careful around that area. Right, so let's have a look at your indices here. I've shown you this one, nothing much. Nice three-wave move that we've seen here, terminating right into the blue box here. Now, this move to the upside, very impulsively here. We're simply looking for this continuation move to the upside. Again, your V shape here. If this completes this V shape here, that would be a nice trend reversal. If we can still get to see this one, come around this area here, maybe pull back in a three-wave move, come around this here, form a head and shoulder pattern that everybody likes to see. So it will be an added confirmation. Then that's when we can expect to see that move to the upside. Made a move to the downside like this here, and then make a head. So it could do this. Pull back in a three-wave move, make a move to the upside, hit the high here, drop lower here, come to this area here, and then it make this move to the upside and extend higher. So it's simple. This has never happened here, so it will be my first. Outside shoulder, inside shoulder, a head here, inside shoulder, outside shoulder. Then you have that inverse head and shoulder pattern. Right, so that would just be something that would be interesting to see playing out there on your Nasdaq, Dow Jones. The same here. We've been simply looking for this one to be a move to the downside. Yeah, simply three-wave move that we saw here into the blue box. We're simply waiting to see a move to the up side. Obviously, impulsively move we've seen here, we're simply looking for this. You get those 3-way move pullback, you look for a continuation move to the upper side. Indices, they will get to the all-time high. So that's what we have been preaching inside the members area here, that we should be getting this one to make a move to the upside. Same thing here, your S&P 500, just like your Dow Jones, make a move to the upside, form a V-shape pattern here, pull back in a 3-wave move. We're simply looking for this buying opportunity to the upper side. Your DAX made a nice 3-wave move into the blue box as well here. This has been that, like I've said, I'm showing you a few that we had. This fell into the blue box. Your S&P 500 fell into the blue box. Your Nasdaq into the blue box. Your UK 100 in the blue box. Your Nikkei in the blue box. All the indices, they were pointing to the upside. If you did pay attention, we had a chart of the week last week. It was a NIFTY, where we had a blue box trade setup as well. So if you did tune in there, you would have made something out of that. The blue box that I'm referring to here was simply this 3-wave move. You can refer to last week, and then this just started to make a move to the upside. I still want to see this one here making a move to the upside, break this high here, pull back in a 3-wave move, which would be an opportunity to look to add to the position there. Alright, so let's have a look at your Nikkei. Nikkei, simply looking at this one to be done with the structure here. 3-wave move to the down side that we saw here. 3-wave move as our connector here. 3-wave move lower. We're simply waiting to see this move to the upside here on your Nikkei. And the Nifty, the 3-wave move that was referring to that fell right into the blue box was just this one here. 3-wave move lower here. We're simply waiting to see a continuation move to the upper side. And then let's have a look at the cryptocurrencies. Your Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I've already shared it. What do I expect going forward? Would be nice. This doesn't have to be honest. This might just push up from here. But if it does give you a structure like this here, then it's gonna be a bonus that you can still look to trade this. Made a move to the downside. This might just be a structure like this. Then you can look for the buying opportunity to the upside on Bitcoin. Ethereum, the same here. We're simply looking for this one. You saw that one on the before after chart. This made a 1, 2, a 3 here. So we could be having a 4, and then this should be our wave 5. Maybe it might even come and take out this higher here. Maybe before we see some pullback and then a continuation a higher. But $2,000 is a must on your Ethereum. Litecoin made a nice move to the upside here. So we have been looking at this structurally. Move to the downside. 3-wave move higher here. Then drop lower here as a 335. So we've been looking at this to have been a 1 here, with 2. We're simply waiting to see a continuation move to the upside on Litecoin. And then lastly will be Ripple. It's on the move here. Ripple from these lows here, we have been calling for this one to make a move to the upside, and even now we're simply looking for this continue with the move to the upside here. Even if it does this through pullback that we see here, we're going to be looking for a more continuation move to the up side. Alright guys, from my side, that's all what I wanted to share with you. Again, if you like our content, please do subscribe to our channel and make sure that bell notification is turned on, so that every time when we release this free content, you are notified. Once again, don't forget about our all November Black Friday sale that will be running up to 50% off on our plans. Cheers everybody, and have a good one. Trade safe and responsible. Bye bye.